I learned something about a certain someone that I believe may be of interest to you.
I doubt it.
Yeah, right. Brace yourself, because this is gonna hit you pretty hard. Sentinel Dax is actually a princess.
Everyone in the fort knows that.
Really?
Yes, it's common knowledge.
Oh, well, it's still pretty interesting, though, right?
It was the first 50 times I heard it.
Okay, I hear you. But you're still gonna come to me for all your inside information, right?
I never did.
So, nothing's changed with us?
No.
Whew. Good, okay, so... Hey, do you want to go for a bite or something?
Nope.
I get it. Next time, I swear I'm gonna be a better friend. I will always be your friend.
Madam Chronicler.
Ah, you did it.
Did what?
Silence the heart of rage, my dear. Who'd have thought?
Well, I had help. Halleck and Faye.
Who are you serving with modesty? You did a great thing and you must acknowledge it. As my mentor, Nagandel, used to say, you know who Nagandel is, of course.
I must admit I don't.
How is that possible? He's only the greatest cipher who ever lived, and royalty. Oh, my dear. Is it possible you have amnesia?
I don't have amnesia. We've been through this already.
We have? How ironic that I should forget that. As Nagandel used to say, and say to me in particular, let others celebrate your gifts, for what is ordinary to you is a miracle to another.
I guess so.
Things will never be what they were, but they are getting better. And so I shall reward you with the gift of knowledge, of course.
Of course.
I'd like to present you with an old favorite of mine, the Freelancer 3. It's about as famous as you will be.
Thanks very much for the book, Madam Chronicler. And now I should get going. See ya.
See ya. Ya. You can't muster a better goodbye than that.
Ah, I believe I can. May bright skies overhead shine light upon your paths, madam.
Bit overboard, perhaps.
I'll keep working on it.
Goodbye, Freelancer.
Goodbye. Hi, Bryn. How are you holding up?
Freelancer. Good. You remember that sixth missing sentinel? The one we couldn't find in the mines? I've discovered a weak signal. Very weak, but it could be him.
I'll track him down for you.
With earlier losses, we're short-handed and... Oh, thank you. The sentinels appreciate... I appreciate it.
You're just the freelancer I've been waiting for.
Thanks, Perndle. How's the petition going?
Quite well. I have high hopes we'll be seeing improved safety policy in the near future. But we should discuss another matter that may impact you as a freelancer.
All right.
I wouldn't be so casual. If we don't deal with this, someone is going to die.
So what are we looking at?
The Javelin launch deck has no safety rail.
Good one, Brindle. I thought you were serious.
I'm not joking. The deck is extremely dangerous for maintenance workers. Arlik Janky slipped off the edge during his morning cleaning shift.
Is he okay?
He broke both legs, 1 index finger, 3 ribs, and his nose. He's okay now, but he's still walking a little funny. And he makes a whistling sound when he breathes.
I'm sorry to hear that. Is there anything I can do?
Yes, support my proposal to install safety railings on the launch deck.
But javelins might catch on the railings when they launch.
That's a good point. I've got it. Tethered safety harnesses. Thanks for helping me come up with a solution.
You're welcome.
I only wish the rest of this fort shared your concern for safety.
Hey, Max. Got a minute?
Sure. This one's on the house, even. What do you need?
It's about Matthias Sumner.
Him again.
Actually, them now. There's 3 of them.
All right, this I've got to hear. What did he do to himself?
There was a Shaper relic and things got weird. You know how it goes. Sumner's the part of him that ripped up the bar. The rest are pretty easygoing.
Is that right?
I don't think Maddie and Errol can even get upset. Like I said, it got weird.
All right. All right. The other 2 Matthias guys can visit my bar. You're gonna have to put a hat or something on Sumner so I know which one he is.
Thanks, Max. You're a gem.
Just don't spread it around. Can't have folks thinking I've gone soft.
Is it a regulator thing? Gotta act tough all the time?
No. I mean, back in Helios, I know regulators who are squishier than custard pies. But this isn't Helios. The frontier isn't civilized. You run a business out here, you better be armor-plated.
Are you from Helios? Or you just know people there?
Originally? No, family came from Fortua, I guess. Only been there a couple of times, though. Smugglers don't tend to stay in one place for long. I was born on a strider, halfway between Bastion and the Mirelands. Been all over. A couple times.
This bar is really worth enough to keep you here? I'd think you'd want to keep wandering.
I've been a lot of places. Done a lot of things. Didn't expect to run a bar, but it's not so bad. I know people. I know all the supply lines, how all the money works, what wheels to grease. And I get to do it sitting in a comfortable chair inside sentinel-guarded walls, and nobody bats an eye. Plus, my wife likes it better when I keep regular hours, you know?
Hey, Sev.
Freelancer, glad you're here. I could use some advice.
Sure. What's on your mind?
I want to patch things up with my husband.
I'll help any way I can.
How about sneaking me the keys to Halleck Strider? You know, for a grand romantic gesture.
Okay, almost anyway.
Relax. Knox isn't into that sort of thing. I was gonna write a letter, nothing too flowery. Knox almost divorced me over the last poem I wrote. Our 6 are red, Striders are blue, Sentinels are sweet, and so are you.
Wow. That's not even factually accurate.
See? I need help. Last thing Knox said to me was that I think I'm immune to consequences. That's why he stayed in Anthem, to prove I'm not. This letter has to show that I've changed. But the truth is, I don't know if I have. Or if I want to.
What do you mean?
I mean, if I could go back, I wouldn't lie to him, but I'd still go through with the mission.
Then tell him that. Be sincere.
What if he doesn't understand?
Then at least you've cleared the air and can move on.
I guess you're right. If we don't talk about it now, it'll just be a problem later. Do you think it's too early to ask him to reconsider coming to Fort Tarsus?
I don't think so.
I just won't mention it's a shithole.
Sev!
What? It is. The bar doesn't even have a name.
Whatever. It's your letter.
Thanks. I don't have many people I can talk to. Nature of the job.
I hope it works out.
I'm going back to the academy to teach. I accepted the offer. Me, nurturing young minds, sharing my passion with a whole new generation.
I hope that means more Aruna calls in Fort Tarsis one day.
It might mean more Matthias's.
We're full up on Matthias's, actually.
I'm going to miss our chats. Stay in touch.
I'll try. Speaking of messages, have you told your mother?
Not yet. I'm going to surprise her in Anthem. I hope she smiles, maybe even laughs. I'd like to see her laugh. I'm glad you took the time to talk with me when you could have been, I don't know, zipping through the sky. If you ever fly over the academy, make sure you drop in to see me.
I will.
Hey, good to see you.
Hi, Johnny.
There you are. Heard you got back in one piece.
Were you worried?
No. Yes. I mean, the Heart of Rage and I have a nasty history.
Right. I heard you were in Freemark.
You're a great freelancer. But that storm killed some of our best.
We can't forget those who died, but at least no one else will die there.
Thank you. It means a lot to me and my brother.
You're welcome.
Anyway, congratulations. You're a big fish now. You should celebrate. Look around this place. The difference you've made is amazing.
Thanks.
I especially love that they fixed the Lancer statues in the courtyard. They meant so much to me as a kid.
How come?
Well, Fort Tarsis was my home and my prison. Safe behind the walls. Day in, day out. But Lancers got to see the whole wide world. They were hope. When I felt cold or small, I'd sit across from the statues and my daydreams would warm me up. So, yeah, the fort is feeling better. More like home.
Things will only get better from here.
Hope so.
Will I see you around then?
I'll be around. Take care, big fish.
Hi there, Merelda.
Can't sleep, huh? I get insomnia too. I thought it would get better with you back, but still wide awake.
You okay?
Just thinking. I used to sketch you and imagine the conversations we'd have when you returned, Sarana.
How did it go?
I never knew where to start. How did it happen? When? How long were you out there? Were you hurt? Did the Anthem bring you back?
I don't think the Anthem has anything to do with this.
Of course it does. Everything in this world happens because of the Anthem. They say there's even an Arcanist who was split into 3 people. Why couldn't it save you? So what did you see out there in the world?
I met people who need a little help. Got lost along the way. I'd stop to talk to them.
I knew I'd raised you right. You see someone in pain, maybe sad or down on their luck, and you lend them a hand.
I'm doing what I can.
Though it seems like you put on a few pounds since I last saw you.
Hey!
I'm your mother. I get to be honest with you. Now, you be honest with me. Why didn't you come back sooner? Why make me wait all those years?
I'm Sorry this is so painful and confusing for you.
Just so much doubt and worry, and when you were hurt, I tried to.
Hurt? When?
There was nothing I could do. Your father and I, we. Forget it. It's nothing. The anthem brought you back, and that's all that matters. Now, I'm tired. Let's talk another time.
Hope you feel better.
Hey, pal.
Hi, Serna.
You know how I love all cute animals, right?
Yeah.
Damn, I forgot to be professional again. Please browse our ever-changing selection of compounding materials. Now that we've got that over with, I bet you want to hear about my new pet Saurian.
You finally got a pet. Good for you. How's that going?
Well, it started out wonderfully. My baby Saurian was the cutest little thing in the fort.
You had a Saurian in the fort?
Amazing, right? But the Sentinels said Wiggles was too dangerous, so I had to set him free.
Wiggles?
Cute name, huh? And the incident wasn't that bad. Like my Uncle Vonnie says, nobody needs all 10 fingers anyway. Wiggles and I were off-leash training, and it was great until that kid walked by with her sandwich. On the plus side, it was one of the smaller fingers, and my family gave her a really fancy gift basket.
Will you look for another pet?
I sure will. Just because I've had bad luck with Koroks, Tesselars, and Saurians doesn't mean I'm giving up. I believe every animal is cute when it's a baby.
But won't they get dangerous as adults?
I think the key is picking the right time in their development to say goodbye. You ask good questions. That's why I like you.
Thanks, Serna.
I mean as a customer of the store. You probably have to go. Maybe next time you'll get a chance to look at some of our new alloys. Bye. Please come back soon to shop. Great news. We've just freshened up our stock.